Hello and welcome, my lovely Aries. Aries, your card in tarot is the Emperor card. This is the new deck I'm studying, the Beautiful Creatures deck. This is the Emperor card. It is about bringing law and order back to everything, getting your shit together. Very boss card, Emperor card. But don't be fooled by the genders on the card. The cat is actually the Emperor in this deck, meaning do not underestimate an Aries, and boy don't we know it. Alright, Aries, this is your weekly general intuitive energy card reading through the week of November 18th through November 24th, 2019. Remember, time is merely a pretense. It could be past, present, or future energies, or lessons. What else do I have? This is a general reading, sun, moon, house, and rising positions. So, of course, this could also be not for everyone, being a general reading, but do hang around for all the messages. There's a lot to discuss. All right. What do we have above us? Well, everything is ending this week. So if you feel a bit musty, if you feel that Taurus full moon hangover, I did post a daily on that. And let's be honest, yeah, I still have the headache. I'm not even kidding. Physical symptoms, going through a major change here, but it feels like it's going to be great because Mercury goes direct next week. We leave that Scorpio season to the last fire season of the year. And it just all feels pretty good to just move on to the holidays. When you actually pay attention to the spiritual energy, feeling how the holidays are grouped up in November and December, it makes so much sense. All right, my loves, me being the Queen of Clovers, the Queen of Wands. My readings tend to focus on life, craft, action, nurturing ourselves and others, and using our will for the highest good and calling with unconditional love and, of course, gratitude. And so I take this moment to thank you now for all your likes, your subscribes, your comments, booking personal readings. You guys have been wonderful. Please subscribe now if you haven't. I've been pretty consistent. My energy's been low. I rebooked all my personal readings last week, and I was actually gave away a free reading too, and I was unable to do that, but working on it. All right, I'm just gonna ask Spirit, what do you need to know for the week of November 18th through 24th? And then we're going to pull from my Happy Unicorn deck. We're gonna pull some cards to see what's going on with love for my Aries. But first, let's go see what do we need to know for Aries. I have the Emperor in reverse. The Emperor in reverse to start. I'm not going to take those because I dropped them, my loves. Yes, still reading from the card because it's just so convenient and quiet, and I don't have an office space of my own right now for about another month or 6 weeks, and then I've got to make a move. Alright, we have the Emperor card in reverse. I feel that energy so much. The Princess of Wands in reverse too. That would be a and that attempt to stay. You're looking for that. You're not in a good place. I know that. I'm moving about myself. Very small space, not good energy. Drop those cards again. I'm a bit dropping the cards today. Alright, here we go. Third card. Ooh. Fire galore, my loves, except some of them be in the wrong position. The Emperor in reverse. We're just feeling a little out of sorts, like things aren't happening. Of course we don't. We're in Mercury retrograde. We're in Scorpio season, which is that deep feeling. You know, the sirens mean that St. Michael is with us right now. I do appreciate that. You need St. Michael to fight for you. He's got a fiery sword. He's a friend of an Aries. But let me tell you, being an Emperor in reverse, things aren't happening. Mercury's retrograde. It's a feely Mercury retrograde. I didn't have too many glitches electronically or messages, but I did have a lot of deep feelings. Still not, like I said, that full moon hangover. If you didn't see my daily on that on November 13th, check it out because, oh my gosh, full moon hangover, seriously. And then we also have the Princess of Wands in reverse. Now, this Princess of Wands in reverse is, again, nothing happening. Staying in a position you shouldn't be staying in. This is not building your empire, and this is not traveling into new uncharted territory. It feels like almost a return to old things. It's like you had to take care of old business this week, Aries. Maybe something that's just in your past, but then I finish here with the Prince of Wands here. This is the energy that's going to hit my lovely Aries this week. And when ending with the Prince of Wands means by the end of this week, we should be moving forward. Our fire should be upright, at least. We might be coming in. Think of this as the Knight of Wands, a bit of a brash creature when it comes to taking adventures. But right now, it's like the gate is closed on us, and we're the horses about to get going on that race, and we're just waiting for the gun to go off. Mercury goes direct on the 22nd. A couple days later, it's Sagittarius season, so we're just gonna blast into a fire season, and for goodness sake, let's get this going. I'm going to clarify the Prince of Wands. What do we need to get us moving? Okay. That's so Aries. But let's see. I'm actually going to clarify the reverse cards first and see what's really blocking us. Because maybe we can start greasing the wheels by working on those energies. I have a Prince of Cups, a water sign in reverse. That is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, a Four of Wands in reverse. I'm sorry, a Four of Swords in reverse after that. That's no truce. Oh, sorry, I dropped these cards. Oh, I dropped these cards. Okay. Dropping cards, Aries, because this is actually pretty good. So I have a Prince of Cups and a continuing battle with a water sign. Or a love approach that just isn't happening, my darlings. Okay, what do we have? Oof. It feels like this Prince of Cups. I have this Prince of Cups that they just won't let it go. They just won't let it rest. They just won't leave you alone, dear Aries. Are you having problems with a water sign? Or these could also be nagging emotions that you haven't addressed. If you don't actually say them or speak them out, they could become contained in you and become a bit of a problem until, well, Aries, we know they explode. Look how wet and watery and blue these cards are compared to the first line as well. This is why you're not doing well, is you still have a water sign in your energy that you need to remove, or some kind of love botherance that you need to work through. And then the next cards I pulled here were the Two of Cups in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. It's an ex. You have a water sign ex who's either going to approach you. Remember, we're still in that Mercury retrograde. We're going to be in the shadow of Mercury retrograde too. For those people who get, you know, who get their balls warm and actually do something, they might do it in the shadow of Mercury retrograde. Wow. And you know, that came from Spirit. A lot of my spirit guides carry very big swords. Just put it that way. They're guys. They're dudes, and they say they have these conversations, and that was one that they said. Yes, it does take some guys to get their balls warm and get moving and approach you. But it's like this old relationship that just, it's not quite done yet. This person stole from you. This person was Seven of Pence. They messed with your head a little bit. And they also, seven is all up in your head, messing with your head, but they messed with your abundance. You weren't able to grow anything with this person. And a bit of your fear, a bit of your working through it has to do with that fear that you can't, I was going to say something different, but Spirit said it's a fear that you can't get past this old relationship. Like, every relationship you will ever enter will be a losing war for you. Like, you will always be losing money every time you go into a relationship. It's like your abundance disappears from you. When love is there, Aries, we do get distracted, I'm not gonna lie. And especially if you make love your life. I mean, unless you're a senator's wife or a princess, I don't see that as necessary. Message from Spirit, Seven of Cups. You have options. You don't have to go back to this person. Okay. You're free. You know you're free from this that old emotional pattern. I just don't think you've explored it yet, Aries. Aries who's working through an emotional situation that you're afraid is going to be a repeater situation in your life. You are free of it. Seven of Cups, you've opened up your options. You've opened up your cups. This means you have 7 cups alone. and that you're about to maybe come in together with others outside of a marriage, or, you know, this is the possibility of it. It isn't it, and you already have water flowing with you. The 8 of Swords, the interference card is in reverse. You freed yourself from interference and manipulation and poor thoughts and concepts and ideas, and you can celebrate under the moon. This is that sign that, like, you're healed. Move forward. This is that, you know, the first time you, like, drop your crutches after you're injured and you kind of, like, hobble out there because, you're nervous about it, coming back after an injury. I mean, some professional athletes never come back from an injury. I always think of D. Rose couldn't come back for, like, a year after a knee surgery. And I don't blame him. It hurts. It's scary sometimes. It's not right sometimes. But this is like, you know what you're waiting on right now, Aries? Nada. Look at this empty full moon that you have available to you. But once you realize what you've let go and where you're moving forward to, look at the moon that you get to indulge in underneath. Good Lord, that's yummy. All right, I'm just gonna, yeah, it's just Spirit's just saying not even do any, I mean, yeah, let's get some advice from Spirit before I move on from this one. I think that was it, though. It was like, just go, Aries, just go. Just go. Advice from Spirit. Oh, advice from Spirit is the same. You have released this burden. You have released this burden of a bad relationship. You really have. You've put down those burdens. You've learned the lessons. You can have real love again. The Knight of Cups in your life, not the water sign that maybe gave you trouble or the past relationship that gave you trouble. No, this is talking about future. This is talking about somebody, singles. And if it's not singles, if you're married in your relationship, you've been like going to counseling or actually working on your relationship, this is a sign that the Knight of Cups in your life, the love in your life, the person that you love and I love you person, there's no burden there. You've put all that down. It's all from the past. It's all going away. It's all going away. Spirit's just saying, Aries, you're good. You're good. Cuff away. It's cuffing season. Aries, I just know you don't like cuffing season as much as I do. All right. Love for Aries. That was pretty lovey-dovey. How about some happy lovey-dovey cards? Happy lovey-dovey. I can't wait to read with those beautiful creatures, with that beautiful creatures deck. You guys don't know how much that deck is like resonating with me already, but I have to study it, you know. All right, my darlings, what do I have for my Aries? The 4 of, ooh, holy shit, Aries. 4 of Wands, 10 of Pence, 8 of Pence. It's just, there's a sense of permanence, a marriage, a permanent relationship possible. And not just a permanent relationship possible. This completely refers back to that tarot reading and that fear that you will not be abundant in a long-term relationship. Here's Spirit saying, don't worry, there's going to be a harvest. There's going to be mastery. There's still going to be work, my love. You will not have to give up that sense of your life when you come into this new long-term marriage. Who? Can we ask who? Oh, Spirit, who? Who? Can we get some... Nope, I don't want that, Spirit. I want something juicy. Ooh, okay. Oh, wow. The 3 of Swords, the King of Wands in reverse, and the 3 of Pence in reverse. This has to do with work. This doesn't have to do with love at all. But it does say that this is going to be an impasse to your love. This is going to, it's going to break your heart when you become the Emperor in reverse and lose your job possibly, or realize that it's more of a realization that this is really shitty place to work, and this isn't for everyone. This is for people who, this is going to, it's going to interrupt love. it's going to interrupt the love path you're going on, and the that permanent 10 of Pence, 8 of Pence kind of marriage that you're heading towards. It's going to interfere, and you're going to have to let it go, because there's something about it that doesn't allow you to do your proper kingdom building, empire building. It's like you can't get into the empire. You can't build your empire. So there's going to have to be a major work change, even though the abundance is coming in with a relationship. It's not. I asked who. It's an air sign. All right, we still have some chopping to do, first of all, is what this tells me. And this tells me that you'd still have some people maybe messing with your head a little bit. You need to get rid of that. There's a little more that you have to remove from your energy, swordsy wise. Some thoughts, some pain you need to release still, because this is this person is working on themselves too, quite spiritually. It's almost a competition how hard you're trying to compete with this air sign to get upright. They're going to be able to nurture you before them. That's why they came in as the Queen of Swords. This can be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your energy. I'm pretty sure when I said who, this was it. It's almost a competition right now to see who can... I don't think you guys know this, but you're both watching tarot readings. You're both working on a lot of intuition, a lot of spiritual factors, and you guys are both fighting your way towards each other spiritually. Whew. You guys are both hot for each other and miss each other too. All right. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, Aries. Man, that is a good friggin' reading. Coming out of Mercury retrograde, looks like things are going to really pick up with this 10 of Pence, 8 of Pence, 4 of Wands. That's like a really good line. Just told you what every Aries needs to know. All right. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, Aries. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, tip or donate. That's paypal.me/Bridget Clover Queen, or email to book a personal reading or connect with me privately, qclovers1111@gmail.com. And have a great week, my lovely Aries.